Well, the time has come, guys. Happy New Year's to each and every one of you people out there, including the one watching this video. Wow, guys. This is it. We're finally in 2025. Um, it feels good in a way. The new year. You have another chance to start over again, and it's a perfect time to be grateful that it's a year more that you lived, and it's good to be grateful that God gave you another year to live, because there's a reason for everything, because I believe that God, he gives us a new year, so we could all do better, and especially consider, the ups and downs with 2024. It's good to think, oh, hey, like, now we're in a new year, so, let's do better. The mistake I did the last year, we're not going to do it again this year. And, that's the perfect part. But, of course, what doesn't feel good is, and I'm going to say this to everyone, is losing people that you love in the previous year. Like, it's not a good feeling once that ball drops. Like, it's a new year. It's like that person is not with you anymore. Like, they're just like left in that year. And I think for many people, this is very crucial, because it just hits, like, whether it's a breakup you had, like someone you really love, or like a loved one that passed away, like, it's hard to think about. But, it's good to not let it beat yourself up. And I think in the upcoming year, it's good to think positive. It's good to make yourself a better person. So that way, this year, you could use last year as your motivation to say, okay, I did this certain thing this year, and this was the consequence. Let me not do it again in this upcoming year. So like that, this year is gonna be much better than the previous year. And I think having that discipline is really important, because that's where maturity and personal growth comes. Like, you don't always want to keep making the same mistake over and over again, where it just becomes a habit, and then you're always like, you're going like in a circle. Like, you just fall down in the same circle you was. And guess what? You're not making any growth, because you're not thinking wisely, and you're not seeing for yourself, okay, this mistake is going around. What am I doing wrong? How can I fix it? So it's good to plan ahead sometimes, because I think with planning ahead, it's like it'll go better for you, because it's like you're expecting more things, and not everything is gonna come with a surprise. And I think that that's also really important. But believe it or not, speaking about the New Year's resolutions and everything, for me, I think 2024 was like the worst year of my life, because, like I said, I had relationship problems. I was battling through some depressing phases, and like, you know, um, one of my most important people, they decided to depart from my life. And I feel like, I mean, even now that I'm talking about it, it's hard. It's really hard to talk about that. But, I feel like sometimes I think to myself, there's going to be one day where, the people that departed from my life, there is going to come a time where they're going to rethink it over, and they're probably going to consider coming back, well, whenever it's not too late. Because there's always a time for something to happen before it's too late. And, I leave it up to the Lord above. Um, he knows what's right for all of us, and he knows what's wrong. If he doesn't see that a certain person or something is not going well for you, or it's not going to benefit you in the long run, he will take it away from you, and he knows why he will do it. But nothing less, it's definitely not good to let all of this, hold you down, because at the end of the day, life is one. You only live life once, and you know, you got to take this time, especially if you're young. If you're under 25, then there's really nothing for you to worry about, because and I know I'm only 18 and I'm saying this, but I mean it's true, because let's say if I were to put myself in somebody's shoes, let's say if I'm 30, right? A 30-year-old most likely, like, I'm not gonna, like, don't get me wrong, like 30 is still young, but I just feel like 30, it's like you're not in that young mindset anymore. Like right now, 18, 20, even 22, 21 year olds, like, I just think they just have so much potential in them, and they have many more things to come in life. So it's good not to focus on no relationships right now. It's good you focus on yourself, because that way, if you, let's say you create that profile of yourself, meaning you work on yourself and everything like that, all those things, that's what's gonna hold you up, right? So let's say you have yourself together, that's when more friends, more people, they're gonna want to talk to you, because they're gonna see much interesting things about you. That's why, you know um whenever I see somebody upset that, let's say, they're not gonna find love again, or like, they think their life is over, it really isn't, really. I just realized that, yes, I believe there's a time for everything. Like I said again, God knows when it's your time. Like, for example, I want a car, but obviously I can't get a car because I'm in New York. And in my opinion, I think it's not a good idea to have a car in New York because of the parking and everything, etc. Um, I know most of you guys know that, but, you know. But nothing less, guys. Like I said again, happy 2025. I'm looking forward to enter this year in a much more positive note. I hope nothing from 2024 comes onto this year, except the loved ones I lost that year. I mean, I would hope for them to come back. Yeah, that'll be amazing, but it's not good to be too optimistic either. But, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your New Year's, and stay safe, guys. Let's start off 2025 strong. Here we go.